Okay, stop scrolling because this story is wild. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were spotted at Kris Jenner's birthday party with Jeff Bezos, and his Botox wife. Sounds glamorous, right? Yeah, it was Jeff Bezos' 170 million euro mansion. But hours later, every photo vanished from Instagram, and I'm here to talk about why, and you here to learn the English you'll actually hear in the headlines. So let's set the scene. Kris Jenner's party Saturday night, the guest list: Bezos, Kim Kardashian, Hailey Bieber, and yes, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex.
Top 3 tips for planning like a Kardashian style worthy party.
Call Mindy Weiss.
Okay.
a little shout out to Mindy.
There you go.
You know what? I think create a theme, decide, what the vibe is, how everybody's going to come dressed, and we always have a theme. We always seem to get really excited.
Kris Jenner stepping into 70 in style, James Bond style. The Kardashian family matriarch is celebrating the big 7-0 with a 0070 Casino Royale themed birthday bash, hosted by Jeff and Lauren Bezos. The guest list featuring the likes of Oprah and Gayle, Bruno Mars, who performed, Stevie Wonder, Mariah Carey, Alicia Keys, Vin Diesel, Justin Bieber, The Hilfigers, Chris Rock, Melanie Griffith, Sierra and Vanessa Bryant, Kathy Hilton, her daughter Paris, Meghan Trainor, Kyle Richards and Faye Resnick, Mark Zuckerberg and his wife Priscilla Chan, longtime beau Corey Gamble, Tyler Perry, and, of course, her famous family.
They looked good, not picture perfect. The black didn't match the top and the dress, but they looked pretty good until the pictures disappeared. Then there was the internet backlash because, the internet goes crazy all the time. So why was there such backlash? Okay, because across the pond, and if you want to know what that idiom and all the others I use today are, stay until the end for Lingo Match with me, NAS. So across the pond, that means in the UK, right? It was Remembrance Day when Britain honors its fallen soldiers. So Harry wore a poppy pin. It's a mark of respect. Meghan didn't because she couldn't find one. But anyway, for many back home in the UK, that was not a good look. The optics were not great. So, rumor has it that the couple asked for the photos to be deleted. The PR experts say that the optics, so the optics, how something appears to the public, the optics were terrible. It looked like Harry and Meghan were partying. Maybe they were networking, but anyway, it looked like they were partying while the rest of Britain was mourning. Now, the pictures were taken down. It's claimed that Harry wanted them taken down. I'm not buying that story because let's be honest, in that marriage, Meghan clearly wears the pants, and that means she's the decision maker. She wears the pants. She's known for controlling her image, but this time she may have over controlled it. She may have overdone it. Now, the Kardashians and the Jenners, they don't forget easily, and they're pretty powerful. When you cross someone, you make an enemy. I think Meghan might be burning bridges. She may have gone too far. She may be cutting off future allies in Hollywood's inner circle. Remember that Kris Jenner is the woman who makes billionaires out of her daughters and others. Of course, she takes 10% for it. She's called the momager, not the manager, the momager. So what do you think about what Meghan did? Smart media strategy or another royal disaster? And drop your thoughts below. But now it's time to learn today's idioms that go with this story. Refers to the Atlantic Ocean. It's used to describe movement or connection between the UK and the US. We're talking about water here, so we've got pond, we've got bridges. Those are going to be my two options. Which one shall we go for? If you were listening carefully, you know that it's not burn bridges. You know it's not piss off the wrong people. You know it's not control the narrative. You know it's across the pond. Well done. Let's move on to number 2 out of 6. To be the one who holds the power or makes decisions in a relationship. And here an image of Meghan Markle pops into my head. Wear the pants. Oh, by the way, did you see the pants she wore to the Balenciaga show? A little too big, a little too long? Okay. Piss off the wrong people, not someone to cross or burn bridges. And I'm going to say that in that relationship, who is the one who holds the power? Who's the one who makes the decisions? I'm going to go with Meghan wears the pants. Meghan wears the pants. Ready for number 3? To destroy relationships or connections beyond repair. Unfortunately, that's what they seemed to have done, not just with the royal family, but now with the Kardashians. And I'm going to say they must have pissed off the Kardashians and Bezos and his wife. So to destroy a relationship or a connection beyond repair, is it control the narrative? Nope. Not someone to cross. That would refer to Kris Jenner. She's not someone to cross. Across the pond, no. So let's go with burn bridges, destroy a relationship, burn the bridge. Get the image in your head. To anger or annoy influential or powerful people. Influential, powerful people control the narrative, not someone to cross across the pond, piss off the wrong people. Now, if you're thinking, look, it could be piss off the wrong people or not someone to cross, which one are you going to choose? I'm going to tell you now that the answer is piss off the wrong people. To anger or annoy, to piss off. Influential or powerful people, the wrong people. But not someone to cross, we're going to get to that. It's not someone to annoy. Okay, so look at the nuance there, and that's why we're going to go with piss off the wrong people. Ready for number 5. Describe a person you shouldn't betray, you shouldn't upset, because when they retaliate, you're not going to like it. They're going to retaliate strongly. So, oh, I like this one. I like this one because I suddenly have a great example. The mafia. You shouldn't betray the mafia. You shouldn't upset the mafia, because guess what? When they retaliate, it's going to be strongly. You're going to be in a cement grave at the bottom of the ocean. Okay? So the mafia, not someone to cross. I don't think we even need to look at the others. Let's go with not someone to cross and cement that image of the mafia in your head. And when I said cement, no pun intended. Cement that image to manage or influence how a story or event is publicly perceived. You know that Bezos wedding? There was so much of publicity around it, and Leonardo DiCaprio showed up. I don't know, 70 private jets flew in, and all of these eco warriors suddenly didn't care about carbon footprint, because you know what? Jeff Bezos owns some big name media outlets. So, yeah, he can manage how a story is perceived, how his event, the wedding, was perceived. Because you know what? If you own the media, yeah, you control the narrative. Control the narrative. So, to manage or influence how a story or event is publicly perceived. And from what I understand, Meghan Markle loves to control the narrative. She is someone who has a tight grip on her image, how she is portrayed in the media publicly. She controls the narrative. Okay, with my chitter chatter, we took a little longer, 5 minutes, 33 seconds, but we got all correct. The important thing, though, is that we did it in context. Another lingo drop at the weekend because the tea was steaming, the tea was piping. I couldn't wait for December to launch this episode because by then the tea is lukewarm. And here on LingoNAS, we like to serve it while it's hot. If you enjoyed this episode, if you feel that you learned, mastered, and can now use these idioms, maybe not all of them, but even one or two of them. And if you watch the video again, then you might learn another two. And if you watch it a third time, another two. Well, if you feel like you've learned something in this video, then could you do me a favor? Take a moment to like, subscribe. And if you've got a friend out there who's learning English, could you share this video with them? Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm Nas, and it is ciao for now. See you soon.